Hello everybody, it's Sebo time, and I've spent a lot of time during the Christmas time around people that have got AIDS or some kind of disease, because I've now got it and it's not fun. So if you think I sound funny, that's why, because I have blocked up throat and nose, etc. Again, yes, I know, you lot must be thinking I'm the most unimmune person in the world. Anyway, we've got this. I think this is the problem with this. I think this bearing in here is the problem. So I've got a replacement part. Genuine Sebo part. And I hope this is the part, because as you can see, it weren't cheap, dude. It weren't cheap at all, dude. So, anyway, let's get it on and hope it fixes the problem. Right, let's just do a little comparison, shall we? Now, I'll tell you the reason why I thought that it was the problem. Shit, what one's a new one? I think that's the old one. Now, the reason I thought that this was the problem was because when I took that belt off and just run it with no brush bar, no nothing, so it was just a motor and the suction power, the vibrations were gone and the rattling noise was not there. It was normal again. As soon as I put all this back in line, without the brush bar in, just this with no brush bar actually in, the vibrations came back, indicating to me, and the rattling noise, indicating to me this is the issue. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it with only one hand. Let's put the camera there on my knee. If you listen to this, hopefully it will show up. I think you might be able to hear it. I can hear it anyway. That one makes a little bit of noise, but the new one, silent, near enough. So I reckon this is definitely the problem. Anyway, let's get it in and give it a go. Well, there we are, back together. There's the old one. I'm just going to change the bag, because the bag what's in it's been in it for months and it stinks. So I'm going to change the bag, and then I'm going to give it a go. We'll turn it on and I'll give you a lot of feedback, and we'll find out if that actually is the problem or not. I've deliberately not vacuumed today. The time is... it's just gone 1:45 in the afternoon. I've deliberately not vacuumed today because I was hoping this would work so I can use this. So we'll see what happens. Well, unfortunately I've come to the conclusion it is not the problem. I don't know what it could be really now. I reckon only just a motor. I've taken the brush out to make sure that it weren't the brush for any reason. If you turn it on, makes that clunking sound still. Makes me wonder if it's the motor now then. Looks like I'm going to have to take the motor apart, doesn't it? Right, I've settled down. I've had a little cup of coffee and went and done a few other things and came back. To be honest, I'm just not in the mood today, because I've got the world's worst headache, but whatever. So it seems I was wrong about this one, although I do still contest that the other one was a bit loose. This one is, I'm pleased now, I'm peace of mind, I've got a new bearing there. Even though I shouldn't need a new bearing, it's, you know what I mean, it should last for years and years, but I'm happy about that. But I have indeed found the real issue. It's this one. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to repair it or not, or what, but this is the problem now. What I'd done was I took the cover for the motor off, as you can see, The motor has no cover on it anymore. It's over there. I turned it on with no cover on, and it was making the noise, but I noticed the motor was moving, and you know, it was making sounds. Now I'm not sure whether the belt is actually slipping on this or not yet, but I decided to take this off, because if you turn it by hand, some of you probably saying, why don't you just turn it by hand? You're about to see. If you turn it by hand, it don't make a difference. It don't make no noise, it don't rattle, it don't do nothing. You can't turn it quick enough by hand. If you just turn it slow by hand, it doesn't click, it don't do nothing with it on, with it all connected up. You turn it by, nothing happens. It's only when it's going really quick it makes the noise. So I took this one off and plugged it in, and lo and behold, no noise, no shaking, no vibrating, no nothing. So whatever this does, it's the culprit. It does have a spring on it when it goes, oh wait, what way is it? That way. When it goes like that, and it springs back. There is some belt marks on that bit there. The belt itself don't look too bad. It's not stripped and it's not plain or nothing. It doesn't look like it's got any issues with it. There is some belt shavings in there, but not much. You know, if it was slipping the way that it sounds like it was, that would be complete. This belt would be destroyed. So I don't think it is slipping, to be honest with you. I think this is the issue. Something's gone wrong inside it. So I guess I'll have to order one of these. Don't know how much these would be. I've got the parts sheet though, so I'll have a look on the parts sheet and I'll have a see, and I'll have to order one of them. But I'm 100% certain this is it, 100% now, because as you just heard, without this, in fact what we'll do, just for fun of the video as well, I'll put this back together with this, exactly how it is now, but with this in it and the belt on, and then you'll see. With it all connected, you see the motor moving as well, ready? And then we can get that belt off like that. No belt. Perfect. So it's that crap there. Need to get a new one of them. Lovely jubbly, job done. Where's the internet? Let me get at it.